What is good, YouTube? Today I'm going to be going over AMC and GME stock and why I believe we're getting ready for an explosive move. But before I do get into why I believe that, make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, because only about 30% of you guys watching my videos are actually subscribed. So the past couple of days have been extremely boring for GameStop. We've only been trading around 4 million shares a day, and it's been red ever since we hit a high of $23.60. Now, I did say in my last video that an inverse head and shoulders is forming, and I do believe that is the case still. As long as we don't break below this $20 level, it will confirm the inverse head and shoulders. Today we were up 2% at the end of the day, and only 4 million shares were traded. So it is looking pretty good for GameStop. If we could see the volume start to pick up, we can see GameStop absolutely explode back to the $30 level, and it could happen within a couple of days. All we need is volume to come back to GameStop. That is really it, and we already know who brings the volume to GameStop. Roaring Kitty. He hasn't posted in over a month. I believe he is going to post this month. I can't tell you exactly what day, but we all know when he does post, it is going to send GameStop to the freaking moon. It is going to bring the volume to GameStop, and in my opinion right now, it is looking extremely bullish for both GameStop and AMC. AMC did hit a low of $4.03 today, and it did break to the upside, up 3% today, 5 million shares traded, and we closed the day at $4.19, up almost 3%. So I do believe AMC could have hit another bottom here at $4, and it is getting ready to explode. On Weibo, there is still some long-term bullish indicators with a price target of over $10 that end by this year. So we can see AMC have an explosive move as well, following GameStop, or who knows, AMC could go first this time. Anything could freaking happen. But in my opinion, I do believe Roaring Kitty is going to come back with a portfolio update or whatever he comes back with, and that is going to send both GameStop and AMC to the moon. None of this is financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. I still haven't sold my GameStop call options. You know, they expire on November 8th, so still got a lot of time, and I do believe this explosive move is going to happen this month. So I will continue to hold my call options because I am so confident that this third run is about to happen for both of these stocks. This guy said it's time to rock and roll, baby. GME. So this is technical analysis right here. We got a descending channel that GameStop was in for over 3 years, and then we got a breakout. If we compare this chart to the GameStop chart, it really does look very similar, and at this point it's just a matter of time before we do make a move higher. Now, my call option's expiring in November. It's risky putting it a month out. I would definitely, if I could go back in time, I would set it to January minimum. But YOLO, you only live once. At the end of the day, it's a gamble. It's a freaking gamble, and I'm a gambling addict. So that's just it. I mean, I do believe in the stock, and I do believe Roaring Kitty is going to come back this month, and we already know what's going to happen to the stock if it does play out like I think it's going to play out. This guy said, holy moly, now we know why AMC's share price keeps sinking. The short interest increased from 50 million shares to 57 million shares. Remember, shorting at these levels is like buying at all-time highs. They're ducked. Let that sink in. So the short interest has increased over the past couple of weeks. People have been continuing to short AMC, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, there is a lot of bearish indicators, and AMC has really been dropping ever since $5. You know, we came down to almost $3. We didn't break down to $3. $4.03 was the low, and I don't believe we're going lower than that. I do believe this could have been the bottom, and we can be getting ready to spring back to $4.50, $5. GameStop, on the other hand, can be getting ready to spring back to $23. If we could hold a day past $23, I wouldn't doubt it if we do just have a gap up all the way to $28. I really do believe so, especially if Roaring Kitty comes back with some crazy portfolio reveal. I mean, that'll just be insane. And they continue making the articles. This article said, hard-earned truth. Meme stocks won't make you rich. You know, GameStop is still up 100% from its 52-week low. AMC stock is up over 90% from its all-time low. So these articles are still pouring in. It's obvious that whoever is making these articles or whoever is paying these people to make these articles don't want people investing in GameStop, don't want people investing in AMC stock. They're obviously scared. It's their final breath of hope, you know, trying to get us retail investors to not invest in these two stocks. But I think it's too late. I think it's a done deal. You know, the cult has already been made. There's millions of people just like me, millions of people just like you guys that just love it and are going to continue to invest their money in these two stocks, because not only do we believe in the companies, you know, I believe in AMC as a company, I believe in GameStop as a company, but we also believe that shorts are going to burn in hell at the end of the day. So those are two reasons right there why we're going to continue to invest in both of these stocks. So this was yesterday on October 9th, while AMC was down 2%, Cinmark was up over 2%. You know, every stock was green. The SPY, the whole stock market was freaking green, while AMC was down red. This guy said, unbelievable. Make sure to save this picture. This is what crime looks like. AMC is down today once again on zero bad news, zero. So, you know, today the SPY was red and AMC was green, up 3%. GameStop green, up 2%. And, you know, people are saying that it's a dead cat bounce, that it just bounced because it was red after so much, which could be true. But like I said, I mean, the inverse head and shoulders, we went over what it was in my last video. At first, on the left shoulder, it makes a low. After a long bear trend, which is what we've been having ever since $29.99, been going down, down, down. And it hit a low right there of around $19.50, let's just say. So that's the left shoulder right there. Then it had a, you know, bull run. Then when earnings dropped, it dropped the stock like crazy all the way to $19.30, which is where we got the head. And then another bull run when someone loaded $92 million into the stock. And then it's just been bearish, you know, for the past week. Just a whole week straight of trading. Just down, 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 all the way to $20.33, I believe was the low yesterday. $20.33. And now we're looking green again. And you know, the past couple of Fridays have all been green. So I do believe going into tomorrow, now none of this is financial advice, but I do believe going into tomorrow, we can have some pretty solid green candles, possibly all the way to $23. $22 would be lovely, but if we could see $22 and the volume does pick up, we could see $23 in a couple minutes, I'd say. This guy said, GME, everyone wants to just see moon candles, and I feel you. But I actually like that it's doing some shaking right now. We aren't out of the clear yet, but it's starting to show some life. Again, I can't be super bullish until we are above the supply zone that keeps smacking us down, the green box, which is at $23. But this is feeling more and more like a spring. Just need volume to start coming in. You made it this far, don't give up now. So yeah, I mean, the one thing holding GameStop down is the lack of volume. There hasn't really been any major news in GameStop stock. It's just been quiet. Ryan Cohen quiet, Roaring Kitty quiet. You know, the last big thing that we got from GameStop was that someone loaded $92 million on one order. Someone bought around 5 million shares. That was the last big thing that we got for GameStop. Ever since then, nothing. Just absolutely nothing. So yeah, really the one thing holding GameStop and AMC back is the volume. You know, low volume for both of these stocks right now, and we all know how quickly that can change. Like I said, I'm still holding all my call options. I do believe there's just going to be a massive move this month in October. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you guys doing? Make sure to go down and subscribe. Let me know if you guys are looking into buying AMC or GME stock. In my opinion, I believe buying calls expiring in January for both AMC and GME is going to be a solid play that is going to pay off. If you're doubting the stocks, if you're doubting the kitty, if you're doubting Ryan Cohen, then don't do it. Don't do it. But in my opinion, I really don't think this bull run is over. In fact, I think it is just getting started. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with AMC and GME stocks, so make sure to stay tuned on my channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go.